Hello, and today's purpose of the day is I can solve probability problems by using distributions. Please take a moment to read the Why section on page 779 of your textbook or posted below and answer the 3 questions that follow. Please be ready to share out tomorrow with the class. 12.6 Probability Distributions. Number 1. After an algebra test, there are 7 students with A's, 9 with B's, 11 with C's, 3 with D's, and 2 with F's. Find the probability that a randomly selected student has a C. Well, first we have to add up the total amount of students, and so if we add all those up, we get 32. So find the probability that a randomly selected student has a C. So we're going to write the notation as probability that x equals a C here is equal to 11 out of 32 equals 34.4%. So practicing using that new notation. So again, the probability that x, that's what we would like to figure out, equals a C. Let's look at the next question. Find the probability that a randomly selected student has at least a B. So now this is the probability that x is greater than or equal to a B. So at least a B would be getting a B, which would be 9 students, or an A, which would be 7. So 9 plus 7 is 16 out of 32, which is equal to 1/2, which is equal to 50%. So looking at a little bit of new notation here. Properties of probability distributions. In order to be valid, the probability of x is greater than or equal to 0 and is less than 1. So when you add up all of the probability of x, what we're figuring out, it has to be greater than or equal to 0, but also less than 1. And the sum of all probabilities of x is 1, should equal 1, right? That means we have 100% of something. So that's how we're going to show that it's valid. So we look at the population. The table shows the probability distribution of students in each grade at Sunnybrook High School. So the following grades and then the percentage of students in that grade, or the probability distribution of students in that grade. So question A, show that the distribution is valid. Valid means that the sum of the probabilities is 1. So here's how we would write out our answer. We would say, for each value of x, the probability is greater than or equal to 0 and less than or equal to 1. Also, if we add up all of the probability distributions, they add up to be 1. So that's the way to show that the distribution over on the left is valid. Question B, if a student is chosen at random, what is the probability that he or she is in grade 11 or 12? So I'm adding up those two probabilities. So here I would say that the probability that x equals 11 plus the probability that x equals 12 is 0.25 plus 0.2, which equals 0.45, which is 45% here. Part 3, make a probability graph of the data. So we're going to use that over at the left, and we're going to start to make our graph. So I'm going to start making my probability distribution. So I'm going to start with the title, and it's going to be titled Probability Distribution at Sunnybrook High. And over on the left, on the x-axis, this would be the probability of x, and then grades would be down below. And then I will have grades 9, 10, 11, and 12. And then for my probability distribution, I'm going to start with 0.05, 0.1, 0.15, 0.2, 0.25, 0.3, and that will cover everything I need. And then I'm going to go ahead and actually fill out what each grade would be for that probability distribution. So that's what my probability distribution graph would look like. Otherwise, I also have one here down below that I will show you of one I already had previously made. Right there. Thanks for listening. Please check Schoology for more information. Have a great day. Bye-bye.